Hey everybody, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. It has been a week. Hard to believe it has been an entire week since we have been together here online. But life goes on, and here we are once again. Waylon, welcome back. Temper, Charlie Boy, Paul Wright, El Capitalista. How are things going for you? Mr. Jeter in the house, who's having himself a blast on Edgewater in the multiplayer server. Tookie's here. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to stream tonight. We're going to stream tomorrow night on Monday night or Sunday night. Mayhem with the Mayhem crew. Just got a Mayhem crew t-shirt while I was away. Sweatshirt showed up today. I'll be sporting some Mayhem crew swag while we're at PAX East. Got our PAX East badges while I was away. Man, we are getting geared up. Geared up for some PAX East fun. Oh, in about 2.5 weeks. What is up, Fearless? All you gotta do is say hey, and you get yourself named out. We're just doing a contract over here on field 30. Another field that just seems to go on forever. Scott, what is up? Everything's going with you, sir? Yeah, get a couple bugs worked out. I gotta fire up my music player. Seem to have forgotten to start that up. So give me a brief momento. There we go. Oh, Scott, how far have you made it? I haven't made it very far. I've been off the map for a week. Came on earlier this afternoon and finished up a couple of contracts that we were on last Saturday. Tonight we're going to finish up this flax harvest. Put down a sell point so we can sell the fabric that we are making. Put it down at the laundromat. I thought the laundromat might be a decent place for it's going to want fabric. Tell you what, it's not Farm Sim, but we're going to be streaming it tomorrow night. ATS. I've got to fire ATS up. I think they got the 100-year anniversary Kenworth in there now. Is that what I'm understanding from trying to catch up on the things that happened last week? If so, we're going to be running a special feature W900 tomorrow night. Scott Page with the 3-month Farm Baron membership chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Earth is going on there, but okay. Oops. There we go. Got it working now, boys. Almost. There we are. How's everybody's week been? How's everybody's week been? That's because Scooter, every time I boot the game up, defaults to 30 feet. I had it all lined up, and then I shut her down because I wanted to add the service trailer. I might need some fuel in this thing before the night's through. Tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some drivers. Add to our Assetto Corso Competizione League. We are 3 races in so far for Season 2. Not too late to join us. ACC is on sale over at Humble Bundle. We pick it up for a whopping $10. Pick up a couple of the DLCs that we're running for fairly cheap. Good, wholesome fun on a Sunday afternoon. Five feet of snow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We got some rain out of it. We got some wind. We got some rain. It's going to be 63 tomorrow. Close to 70 tomorrow. And then by the end of next week, it's going to be 40 and raining again. What did y'all think of the fact sheets that dropped on Friday? That's right, yesterday, Fact Sheet Friday is back. The hype train is pulling out of the station. Got a few more stops before the DLC releases. I just realized earlier today, the DLC is going to be dropping the day we leave. I think the day before we leave for PAX East. I think we're rolling out of town on the 22nd. So the DLC drops on the 21st. We should be able to do our DLC launch party like we typically do on the evening of the 20th. Because by the time it releases midnight CET on the 21st, that will be evening of the 20th. For me and those of us here on the east coast of the U.S. So we will be doing our launch party on the 20th. We'll have an opportunity to hopefully stream again on Tuesday the 21st. Then we're going to be heading out to PAX East. We're going to be up in Boston on the 22nd through the 27th. We'll be driving back on the 27th. So look for some type of content about PAX East during that time frame. I've heard rumors lots of content creators are going to be there for Farm Sim, which is cool to see. Some surprises are going to be in store. I don't know why they ignore you, Burgess. There was another comment there worth really replying to. Oh, we're getting the show on the road. 4, 3, 2. Thinking of buying your first gaming PC or maybe looking for an upgrade? Consider one of my custom configurations. Oh, we had to fix that. That wasn't supposed to run. That wasn't supposed to run there. Dwayne, what is up? Tookie, it is not 6 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock. Your clocks are slow. But do note, we will need to adjust our clocks in 2 weeks on the 12th. Spring forward. Is this going to be the last time we spring forward? I don't know. Hope so. Welcome back, everybody. As I said during the pre-show, it has been a whole week since we were last together. Hard to believe. Captain Kiwi with a 14-month Farm Baron membership. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm not early. I'm always on time. After all, the show don't start without me. Golden Eye, what is up? Golden Eye, what is up? Scooter Workbench, that is correct. That is correct. I get a percentage back on any purchase through Apex Gaming Computers using my partner code. Probably still linked down in the description below. I had updated my Stream Deck software earlier today, and I had to fix some of my buttons, and I was making sure some of these buttons were working before the stream started, and I guess that one was still activated. So tell you what, I am surprised how many people use greenhouses on Farm Sim. I honestly don't even really think about it. But on nearly every multiplayer server I'm ever on, there's always like 2 or 3 guys that are like super heavily invested in greenhouses. Invisible Tomb, what's up? What's up? I'll tell you what, the Invisible Tomb, I think if I understand correctly, both of us are going to be at PAX East, if what I've heard is correct. Who knows? Who knows what might happen? Like I said about it, I often don't even think about it. Optimus is here with the 21-month Farm Baron membership. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your continued support. We're gonna haul this load, and then we're gonna get back to our flax harvest. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Prime delivery van, you're just gonna have to wait. Just gonna have to wait. We're rolling out of town. I I can't believe it. We've been gone for, what, 7 days. We had six maps dropped, did we not? I'm glad I took my my portable recording studio with me, which consists of a gaming laptop, a 32-inch monitor, Stream Deck, my headphones, and a mod mic. Tell you what, that mod mic is awesome. Anyone looking seriously for a microphone that is going to be able to work with just about anything and everything, really, take a look at the mod mic. I think I've got probably an affiliate link to one in Amazon down in the comments below. It sounds exactly like my Elgato mic, at least for my untrained ear. Clips to any headset. Bluetooth. Works great. Ah, Tukey, but are you wearing men's pants or ladies' pants? Maybe some yoga pants? That is the question that everyone is curious about. Oh, my sound effects are broken. Dang it. Dang it. I gotta fix those later. Ha! Good thing. Good thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Optimus is thinking about a challenge. Jasmine, what's up? %43% is transported with just one load? Are you kidding me? We got a whole lot left to harvest on that field. I think we're gonna have a nice amount of extra there. So I just passed. Let me just head back over here real quick. So I just passed this sign, right? And it made me think about something. So over at, and I don't have an affiliate link, at least not handy, with Humble Bundle. But over at Humble Bundle, they have a massive game bundle for PC players. And the proceeds are going to go toward earthquake relief in Turkey. Let me get that pulled up, and you all can take a look at it. It's a crazy way to pick up a ton of games while at the same time supporting a very good cause. Let me get that up. If I had an affiliate link, I'll give it to you. Well, I do have an affiliate link, but it would be to sign up for the Humble Bundle monthly thing. But yeah, take a look at that. In fact, let's just pull it up here on the screen. So here we got it. Look. Well, yeah, for 30 bucks, you get 72 games. 72 things for 30 bucks. So what you can do, you can pick 30 bucks, right? Or you can pay whatever you want. Go to checkout, right? Pay however you want. And then what you can do is you can basically modify. Okay. Everything's going toward that. Okay. Because sometimes on Humble, you can set things up and you can specify the percent that goes to the charity, the percent that goes to Humble, and other things. I always go in there and basically slide it max to charity and do it that way. But it looks like that's what they've already got set up for you. Oh, Fearless. This is just a stock Mac. Base game Mac truck. Well, Tiki, one thing that I saw that stood out was ETS. ETS 2's in that bundle. Right? I mean, you can get it on sale for $5. Like, you know, 30 weeks out of the year. But still, given our enjoyment of ATS, right? Seeing that, oh, I don't have ETS, I can pick that bundle up and just, there I'd have it. Yeah, it's in the Giants. That billboard's in the Giants rotation. So I saw it when, I think I saw it when I was doing the map tour of this map. But it's in the Giants rotation. Well, you know what, Tookie? Speaking of Farm Sim 17 is also in that bundle. Yep. Scooter mentioned that. If you get the bundle, install Farm Sim 17, that is where this channel all started. Farm Sim 17 was the first Farm Sim that I ever played. In fact, I purchased Farm Sim 17 almost right after it came out, unbeknownst to me. Told the story a few times where I was looking for something to do when I wasn't doing iRacing. Oh, this isn't. There we go. And I saw some folks doing stuff on Farm Sim, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And I saw videos about the zombie walkers during Christmas, or not Christmas, but Halloween on, thought you were down. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna go. So yeah, massive bundle. I encourage you to go check it out. $30, 70 some games. Had out your Steam library. As I was mentioning earlier, I'm looking for some more Assetto Corsa Competizione drivers to join in our Season 2 GT4 season. ACC is on sale over at Humble Bundle. The GT4 DLC is also on sale over there. I think you can pick up ACC for like $9. Why are you not moving? That is a great idea. I was going to use this, but follow me so I can just get this all done. Sounds good, Optimus. Sounds good. We're going to be in town until... I got to leave town on the 14th. So 10 days from now, I'm heading out of town again. Alright, are you actually going to do something, lady? Okay, good. I'm glad you're actually going to follow me this time. So yeah, we're heading out of town on the 14th. I'll be back on the 17th. And then we have the Go Veal pack being released on the 21st, midnight CET Giants time. We released our first set of fact sheets for that pack yesterday. If you hadn't seen that video, go check that out after the live stream, of course. Anyone that has already picked up the Year 2 Season Pass, well, you already have the Go Veal pack because that is pack 1 of the Year 2 Season Pass. If you haven't picked it up and you want to pick it up, then consider using my good old affiliate code linked down in the description, or with the Giants eShop. Sadly, I don't have a way for console players to do that because I don't have ways of getting that on those platforms. Alright, Jasmine, I'll catch you later. Unless you've already left. I think the original Farm Sim Captain Kiwi was 09. But again, that might be wrong. It might be 07, but I think it's 09. There you go. 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. You forgot 19, Tukey. You forgot Farm Sim 19. That's a Tukey fail right there. It's a Tukey fail. Scott, it should be fairly easy to find out. If you order it on Steam, right? It should show up in your Steam, right? But if you got it from the Giants eShop, then you'll need to look for your email for a code. Thought about giving away a couple copies of that DLC. I might do that. I might do that on the weekend before the DLC drops, but my stream schedule is so wonky this month because of all the travel. Scooter! 22-month membership. I tell you what, I don't even see those messages, so I'm not sure what GoldenEye is getting all crazed about. There seems to be a movement in chat. Who else used to follow me? I forget about it. So many good mods I end up forgetting about. Oh, see, whatever. I don't know why YouTube is defaulting to top chat. So I changed it over to live chat, which is supposedly all messages. But yeah. Well, I was in here earlier, and I was, like I said, I was cleaning up those 2 contracts that we took out last week. And I knew how much I had to finish collecting the flax over here. I had to then bale all the straw. And I was like, man, that's like a whole night right there. But then I'm like, wait, I could just use follow me. I had the baler run right behind me and cut my workload in half. So that's what we're doing. Still can't bring myself to download Courseplay. I don't know. I think Courseplay burned me too much in 19 when it was when I was trying to do Emerald Coast. A little reboot of Emerald Coast. And well, I'd spend more time fixing Courseplay than Courseplay saved me doing things myself. So I basically was like, nope, done. Just going to do it all myself now. Oh, Optimus, what are you talking about coming out soon? Yes, Fearless, you can talk. Just moderate oneself. I saw the well, I saw that pack that came out. Lets you hook up the baler to the harvester, or then it also has a trailed PTO pass through. So what? You could have a mower, and then behind the mower you could hook up a tedder, and then behind that you could hook up a windrower, and then hook up a baler or something. Not my type of cup of tea, but you know, it's out there now. Emerald Coast is supposedly close to testing. We're gonna have it on the channel while we do live testing in a single player and multiplayer. I'm gonna need some testing guinea pigs to work on that. That's right, Rabbit Rob. In May we got Farm Sim 23 for Switch and mobile. With 2 maps, lots of new features being ported over from Farm Sim 22. Who knows? Maybe we'll get more information about Farm Sim 23 at PAX. Right? Who knows what's in store there? Well, Sean, it's a perfect way to pass some time. You know, while you're at the doctor's office waiting on them to show up to the appointment you set for them. Or today I took my car in for inspection. Here in Virginia, we got to have annual state inspections on our vehicles. So I took it in this morning. Get inspected. Basically, you know, is your tread depth okay? Do all your lights work? Are they lined up? Do you have mirrors? Do your windows go up and down? Is your horn honk? You know, stuff like that. Do your windshield wipers work? So, got that done. They had this really cool new thing they hadn't had before. When I pulled into the bay, because you pull into a little receiving bay, right? You pulled into a bay, they had you go over this, drive over this thing. And it detects your tread depth, and it detects your alignment while you drive over it. And that was kind of neat. I was like, yeah, it looks like you got like 3/4 tread depth. You got good tires. Yes, I know, I got good tires. You're never going to sell me on tires. I'm good. It's like, your rear end's a little out of alignment. I'm like, hey, don't you be talking about my rear end. And I'm like, oh wait, you're talking about my car. So, I had him go ahead and skim up the rear end. I'm like, yeah, I got to drive. I'll probably drive it like 1,500 miles in the next 3 weeks. So, it would be nice to have fairly square alignment. But at any rate, I was in there for 2.5 hours, right? Great time to do a little mobile farming. Farm Sim 23. Ryan, this is not straw. This is actual crop, as you can see in the icon down in the lower right. We are collecting flax that we laid down with a mower or a swather, and we're running this through the harvester, then taking the grain out of it. So if we look at the texture of this, right, it kind of has a different texture than straw. Whereas there's your straw. So that's only on this map. So it only works on this map or other maps that have been prepared in such a way that it allows you to swath a crop. So on this map, I believe it works with flax. I believe it works with wheat, barley, oats. Maybe it works with canola too. So it doesn't work on every map, and that's what it says in the description. The map has to be prepared for this to work, like the Edgewater map. So which map are you running it on? Okay, so which crop are you trying it on? Okay. So, did you harvest the crop with a standard harvester and then put a windrow down? How did you get the crop on the ground? I asked multiple questions, so I don't know what the answer yes is to. Chat delay can be a pain in the butt. So, yeah, you already harvested it. This will not pick up the straw and harvest again. Basically, I mowed it with this. I mowed it down. It was standing up. I mowed it with this. Or any other mower or swather. This, put it down in a windrow. Okay. So swather put that down. And now we're coming through with this header. And picking it up and running it through the harvester. And as a result, we are getting grain out. We're depositing straw behind it that we're then collecting. So go back and check my very first live stream on this map. You'll see that process. You'll see us swath it. You'll see us collect it with the harvester. And then you'll see us bale it. But if you run a traditional harvester through this field, all you're dumping out the back is straw. Gung-ho! Ditches be damned. So I think it also works with wheat, barley, and oats on this map also. Okay, we're still putting it in. So, for example, let's take this and put it over here. Okay. So this is wheat. We are mowing wheat. Oh, I guess I can't do this on a contract. What? Oh, that's annoying. Alright, I can't demonstrate it. But at any rate, what you would do is run this or some other mower swather through this crop, ready to harvest wheat. Okay. And it would lay down the wheat on the ground. It wouldn't harvest it. It wouldn't make it into straw. It would simply lay it down on the ground. Then you come through with the pickup header and actually harvest the wheat that is laying on the ground. And then once the wheat is actually harvested, straw will come out the back. Tally ho! That's why this texture looks completely different from this. Because this is straw. And this is simply flax that's been mowed and laid down. Well, you can just go to the live stream tab, and that'll show you all the live streams. I don't know if I have an Edgewater playlist or not. It's all good, Ryan. It's all good. Usually I make things in playlists too, but I don't know if I did one for Edgewater. So yeah. YouTube is special. YouTube is special. And it's a message. Was it Chris back here a while back? Maybe it was Chad. It was Chad. Chad, no problem. Glad you enjoyed the farm show coverage. We're gonna plan to go back next year. Already got my room booked. I think I've already put in PTO for that week next year. I hope the coverage of the show has maybe enticed some guys to try to make it to the show themselves. Love to meet up with you guys. Tuki, I wore pants at this one. Believe it or not. There were some days that it was like 30 degrees out. I'd say, Chad, go ahead and book your room. Room rates will only go up. I booked my room right after I got back, and I'm going to be saving like 400 bucks from what I spent this year. Ryan, you should be able to mow it with anything. It should work for any mower. We're using a swather that's over at the Giants Mod Hub. We are using the swather pack over at the Giants Mod Hub. So if you just search Swather Pack, that should turn it up for you. Yeah, so use a site or a service that lets you book a room that lets you cancel without a fee, right? In case things come up. Binks, welcome. Welcome. I think the hotel I'm at lets me cancel up to February 11th next year at no charge. Because you never know, something might come up. I think by the time February 11th came up, I think you'd know if you're pretty well committed or not. All right. Starfield is nearly done. Oh, that is right. Chucky, that is correct. To Mundo. All right, we got that done. Oh, we have like 20, maybe 30 bales on the ground. We got that. Ah, the self-propelled baler is cool. Part of the Vermeer DLC. Full send. Full send. A bagel? Oh, what do you like on your bagel? I'll go with cream cheese and cinnamon. Or if you can't do that, I'll take some peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter on a nice hot bagel. Gets that peanut butter all nice and runny and gooey. Or if you're really feeling fancy, you go with the chunky peanut butter. You get the goo and the chunk. That's what I'm talking about. Tiger, what's up? What is up? And speaking of bagels, this video is brought to you by Farm Inc. and Metallic Fox. Thank you for being farm barons. Oh, I can't pronounce that name, but yes, that would be an interesting crossover if they could ever do it. What did we end up getting off this field? 70, almost 79,000 liters of flax. I don't know how much that gravity wagon holds Bill's bub. But it is also over on a giant spot up. Well, it looks like between 13 and 15,000 liters. Depending if you get the top. That's also over the Giants Mod Hub. Now we're going to take these and go straight to sale. We took our first load down to the spinnery so we can make fabric out of those. I got to see this trailer over at the farm show. I mean, I think maybe part of the problem is that they're different engines, right? So there's differences that maybe are difficult to overcome. See, you got Sean's interest now. There we go. I know lots of folks have wanted the dynamic ground from SnowRunner in Farm Sim, but I think the side effects are things that probably those same people don't want. So, for example, in SnowRunner, the muddy ground is not every square inch of the map. You go far enough off course, you get solid concrete dirt. And as such, I think what you would have with Farm Sim is you would probably end up losing the ability to create and modify fields. Because I would suspect that there would be a map layer for soft ground, and that map layer would likely not be over the entirety of the surface, and ultimately might be like cattle and crops. The now somewhat defunct perceived competitor to Farm Sim had muddy fields, but if you ever played cattle and crops or saw someone play cattle and crops, as soon as they got off the field, well, suddenly they were on the hardest ground on the earth. And you couldn't modify fields in cattle and crops. You're pretty much stuck with exactly how it was set up. Black straw, where do we take it? Larry's Bale shipping. Where is that at? Oh, of course, it's to the south. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, well, I expect it would be kind of like back in the day on maps where you had the dynamic mud, right? With the seasons integration, and you had to like paint areas where the mud would be. I mean, but the reality is, farmers don't get stuck in the mud a lot. If your field's that muddy, you're not out working in it. You're not going to be rutting up your field, tearing it up. I mean, sure, there's times where it's like, this has to happen. But farmers in general are not out there in muddy fields working the land. Oh, M9, this is just the, it's just base game tractor. Oh, okay, this is down. This is a sell point at someone's house. I think that's part of the REA mods. Maybe. We use those for a little bit. Indeed, right? It's hard to get things confused when everything is in 24-hour time, right? Is that AM, PM? Nope, doesn't matter. Let's see how much we get for these bales. 11,000 liters apiece. So we got like what, over 240,000 liters of bales here, or 240,000 liters of straw. Oh, $26,000. Nice. Nice. I think clocks work on all the farm sim stuff, don't they? At least all the base game stuff. So what did y'all think of the Goville fact sheets? We had a square bale grabber with a mnemonic name for which I will not be able to remember. And then we had the stationary bale wrapper that'll wrap square and round bales. And then we had the round bale wrapper combo baler. Let's see what we get next week in next week's fact sheets. Y'all check out that 4X map I released a video on early this morning. I released it at 3 a.m. my time. Thought I might get some more views if I released it around 9 a.m. Germany time. That was a marathon of a map video there. 14 playable farms. Not a lot of sell points, not a lot of production. But man, oh man, a whole lot of farms to drive around. 214 or some fields. Oh, where is the tires? Where are the tires? $255 viable lands. Up. Bad things, bad things. Oh, is it, so they're buyable tires? They spawn over time? Oh. Is there a, there's no hotspot for it, is there? Did I just completely overlook it? Wow, I figure I'd buy it, yeah. I think that's all of them. Sure we don't have any rogue bales just hanging out in the corner. But like, is there a sign out front that's like tires available here or something? Or is the player just supposed to find it? To my left. What on my left? Travis, I don't know. I don't know if Flax requires nitrogen. It should be in the map files. Because there is a provision for precision farming for additional crops that you define the nitrogen needs in the map. So if you do play with precision farming, then that would come up. I would need to what do you just stop for? Oh, I would need to open the map up and look. All right, later, Optimus. Oh well. Alas. I completely overlooked the tires. Somehow I didn't see the sign both during my pre-recording look around the map, and I seem to have completely missed the sign as I was actually recording. But it sounds like there isn't a hotspot. Be nice if the map's updated to add a hotspot for that. If there was a hotspot, then I completely overlooked it. I did see he made a comment. I did see he left a comment about pay dirt in the river not working or something. So hopefully we'll get that update soon. For those that are going to be playing on the map. Yeah, we had what, six maps drop last week. We keep that schedule up. We'll be over 200 map videos for Farm Sim 22 by the end of this week. I think we're up to 196. Only 4 more to go to hit 200. Because I'm pretty sure we were at 194 earlier in the week, because I made a comment on that, a YouTube community post. Which map will be 200? Hard to tell. Well, I mean, if you're a connoisseur or a collector of mods and maps, then yeah, I think you're gonna need a bigger drive. But I don't know. As I go on, I tend to get more particular about the mods I make use of. Back in my younger years of Farm Sim 17, I would toss lots of stuff in. I was there for a while. I was probably a mod fiend. Like, lots of folks couldn't get enough of mods. Couldn't get enough. And then, I don't know, 19, I just got a little bit more particular. And then at 22, yeah, I'm just kind of super particular. Was that the bale you were talking about? Me, Mitson? Because that one's smaller. I couldn't pick that one up if I wanted to. With those others. That's right, Sean. Farming is my chill. Got a nice phone case for that. Over at the merch shop. Got it on some shirts. Got sweatshirts, stickers, water bottles. We got a couple other fun ones over there. I've got one where we have a harvester and a sunrise. This talks about farmers have been feeding the world since the dawn of time. Right, we've got one out there that is a farmer's task list of impossible tasks, and they're all checked off. With the slogan, "We got this." Rabbit Rob's got himself some barley juice glasses on the way. We got Mayhem Crew official merch with a tow truck and everything. Got some business cards. Showed up today. Had to get some business cards for PAX, so we got that all ready to go. Would love to meet you guys over at the Giants booth at PAX East. Of course, it's up in Boston. Not everybody can make their way up to Boston, but anyone in that area, it wouldn't be too bad of a drive. Could come in for a 1 day. I think a 1 day pass is like $60 or something to get in. 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th of the month. Giants is going to be there. Oh, it's all good. It's all good, GoldenEye. I think I ordered a sample sticker. Gave it to the daughter. I think she slapped it on her laptop. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Why would you want to put stickers on a laptop? It's like, that thing's expensive. Why do you want to go slap a sticker on it? What do you all think about that? Slapping stickers on stuff. Some people like to sticker bomb their computers. Sticker on their cars. Hey, maybe I should make, and have a bumper sticker that says, "If you can read this, good for you." Or, "If you can read this, I really don't care." Oops. I think will at that point, right? There's a way to get stickers off. Usually involves a heat gun or a hairdryer. Warm them up, I think they peel off better. That one already exists, right? You read this, you're too close. That one already exists. I want to have something different. Mortal Moto. Or Mortal Morto. No, this is not a 4X map. This is a standard size map. And how do you know this? How can you tell if a map is 4X or standard? Well, the easiest way to do it is to go someplace where you can teleport. Alright, here we are. And try to get to as far south as you can. So here we are at the extreme southwest corner of the map. And it may be hard to see, but if you make whatever you're watching at the very bottom of the screen, on the left you see the mini map. I've got the coordinates of 6, 20, 41. So a standard map at the extreme southern portion of the map is going to be around 2048. That is going to be the largest a standard size map will be. If you are in the extreme southeast corner of the map, the coordinates will be 2048 by 2048 or smaller if it is a standard size map. If it is a 4X map, it will be 4096 by 4096. That is because each coordinate is representative of a single meter. So as you see those coordinates change, increment up, you're basically moving 1 meter either north to south or 1 meter east to west, X or Y axis. So a standard map is 2 kilometers squared. So therefore 2 kilometers would be 2048 by 2048. A 4X map is 4 kilometers squared, so it's 4096 by 4096. A 16X map, what do you think those coordinates are going to be? So here we are, 2041 by 2040. In the extreme southeast. That's as far as I can go. So this is a standard size map. Nope. A 16X map is 8 kilometers squared. So you would take 2048 times 8. And that is what the coordinates would be. Or actually, you take 2048 times 4. Yep, 2048 times 4. Because it's 4 maps wide and 4 maps tall. And that makes a 16 map grid. Yeah. 8 kilometers squared. Now, there's lots of ways that maps will feel bigger. So this map can feel bigger because of the fact that it is like 98% agricultural fields. Very little land is used by farms, very little land is used by forest, and very little land is used by a town and subpoints. So that gives one the impression that the fields are bigger because there's just so much, or the map is bigger because there's so much map that is dedicated towards fields. The other way that this map can feel bigger is that the way the roads are set up, you often have to backtrack in order to go someplace. I can't go straight to the sell point. I have to go due south, and then I have to go due east or west, and I have to go due south again. And in some respects, I might have to go due south, due west, and then turn around and go due north in order to get to a sell point. So that 4X map that I did a video on this morning, it feels huge because of how the roads are all set up. Indigo Pipe Club, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Gilder Cat, that is a very good point. One way to make a map feel larger is to deliberately downsize your equipment. Right? Instead of going for the absolute largest piece of machinery, go for something smaller. Right? It's going to take longer to do things. But, you know, every map isn't for everyone. Some people don't like 4X maps because the fields are just bigger. It takes longer to drive around. It gives you a feeling that, are you really accomplishing anything? Right? You might be harvesting a field the entire time for a week. Maybe you can only put an hour in, an hour there. And if it takes you a week to harvest a single field, do you feel like you're ever accomplishing anything? And that's where smaller maps can really come in, is for casual players that don't have a lot of time. They can use smaller maps. We had a couple smaller maps come out this week. That would be great for people who like small machinery, sub 100 horsepower tractors, sub 6 meter working with implements. The diagonal road on Emerald Coast definitely played into its sense of size. Oh, there's a bale over there, isn't there? I see it now. Because again, it's just the time it took you to travel from one point to the other took longer than felt like it took longer than a regular map should. But the telltale is going to be the coordinates of the mini-map. Oh, Goldcrest Valley? Goldcrest Valley was the first map I played on. Alright, full send, full send. There you go, it's a rental. Don't tell anyone. I tell you what. What's difficult about this map is knowing where does the field start and where does the field end. Like, I had no idea that this was part of field 30 when I took the contract. But it is 8 viable farms. Now, I know there's lots of folks can't wait to see it. I think we'll be running the Apex gaming computer ad spot during the map testing of that one quite a bit. Oh, some of the fields need work done, so they're like, they got trees in them, or what? They have like old crop in them that need to be removed, that's withered. Swampy. Well, how do you fix the swampy areas? Are you expecting people to landscape the above the water plane? Kind of acting like they're going in there with fill dirt? Is that the idea? We even have a little bit of a wilderness section on the map, huh? Did you see the map where the water plane raises in the rain? I think it was one of those Ohio maps that did that. Maybe. I don't remember. There's been so many maps between that one and this one. Watch out. Watch out for Hurricane Marjorie. She'll flood you out. So if it raises too much, do you lose your vehicle? That would be something. Well, I'll tell you what, since we're talking about 4X maps and Emerald Coast, which will be a 4X map. We've yet to see a 4X map make its way to console. Right? The only way to enjoy 4X maps, like the one that I released a video on earlier this morning, like Emerald Coast, various other 4X maps that we have put into the channel. Well, the only way to enjoy that is with a gaming computer, and it just so happens that I have partnered with a gaming computer company called Apex Gaming Computers. We've got three configurations, 3 builds, custom built. We have the Yeoman, the Homesteader, and the Rancher. All those configurations are available. There's a link down in the description below. Let's go ahead and learn a little bit about all 3 of those configurations. Thinking of buying your first gaming PC or maybe looking for an upgrade? Consider one of my custom configurations from Apex Gaming. I have partnered with Apex Gaming to bring you the Yeoman, Homesteader, and Rancher configurations. From the entry-level Yeoman with the value-leading 6-core, 12-thread, 12400F Intel processor, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, and the GeForce 1660 Super, to the mid-tier Homesteader with the 12600KF 10-core, 16-thread processor paired with the GeForce 3060 Ti, or let it all out with the Rancher that comes standard with the Intel Powerhouse 12900KF 16-core 24-thread processor capable of a max performance boost of 5.2 GHz coupled with the GeForce 3070. All of these starting configurations have, in my opinion, the perfect balance between performance and value, which will surely give years of great gaming and, when the time comes, an excellent upgrade path as well. Save up to $250 using my discount code FARMER-KLEIN or the referral link down in the description below. And welcome back. System looked mighty nice, didn't it? Red RGB fans, red accents. If you haven't noticed, I kind of got a thing for red. Yeah, Shauna went with Intel because at the point that those were configured, Intel was kind of the bang for the buck. The AMD 7000 series requiring DDR5 memory, the price premium for DDR5 memory at the time, and still existing, there is a price premium for DDR5. Well, it makes the buy-in for the platform a bit much, in my opinion. So I feel Intel has a value for performance lead at the moment because, well, you can still go with DDR4 memory, and the system's going to be good for several years. Now, I suspect with the 14th gen Intel chips, when those ever get released and announced, they will probably then be DDR5 exclusive, and then the whole AM5 with DDR5 versus Intel and the ability to pick between DDR5 and DDR4, well, that will go away, and the playing field will be leveled out. And then again, you know, the whole GPU pricing is still a little cattywampus. Waiting for that to come down. Just like when I was at the car dealer this morning, I was checking out cars, and well, the dealership had more cars on the lot this time, as opposed to about 6 months ago, when they may have had 6 cars on the whole lot. They had a lot more than 6 this time around, but there was still a price premium. There was still a premium on cars. And I don't know. Call me an old man, but for some reason I just can't bring myself to pay more than sticker for a vehicle. We're rocking a 2013, and we'll continue to be rocking a 2013 until hopefully 2025 or so. Then maybe we'll look at a vehicle. The goal is that by 2025, vehicle prices will be back to semi-sensible levels of discounts. Hopefully, interest rates will be back down to sensible levels for car loans. So we've got about $125,000 on the car I got now. Should be able to still be under 200,000 by the time we by the time 2025 comes around. Yeah, mine's fairly clean. You know, kids will do what kids do, so you got that to work with, but nothing a good fabric scrub would help. I was talking to the service guy today about the car, and apparently the manufacturer basically put a legit lifetime warranty on the bottom part of the engine. I don't know what entails the bottom part of the engine. Maybe pistons and camshaft and maybe other things like that, but basically regular service on the oil changes, swapping out spark plugs, you know, recommended levels and everything. Supposedly, you know, anything goes wrong, I guess, other than valves or whatever, it's covered. I don't know. I told him I get like 36 highway. He looked floored. He was like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, I get like 600 miles to the tank if it's all interstate." I drove to Louisville on 3/4 of a tank. That was like 470 miles. I think this is the last section of Field 30. I think. I go over here and do the old field info check on the other side of this road, but I think that's 31 over there. Gilder Cat, I agree. This map, there are maps that just kind of feel right. Yeah, this is field 31. This is field 30. Right, so there's just maps that feel right. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It just feels right. You get on other maps, you're like, yeah, it's nice. It's okay. It just doesn't feel legit. Yeah, I get about double the mileage as the wife's truck, or the wife's vehicle. So there's been times where we've taken both vehicles on a trip, and she's like, I need to pull in and get gas. I'm like, what? I got half a tank. So yeah, I'm like almost at 8, empty. But I guess if certain people have their ways, we won't be talking about miles per gallon anymore. But I guess talking about miles per charge. I don't know. How do you do an electric vehicle's range miles per charge? What about that a little bit on the drive out to Louisville? Would I even be able to go 470 miles on a battery? Would I have to stop and recharge? How long would I have to sit there and wait? Right? Would it take my my trip to Boston that we're going to be doing here in a couple weeks. I can get up there with about a tank of gas. I get back, get about a tank of gas, so that's about $100. $115 round trip, given current gas prices in my area. But if I have to stop like twice to recharge, how much longer is it going to add to the trip? Yeah, think about, you know, what would, what's electric gonna do for these over-the-road truckers? How much longer is it gonna add to, delivery time frames? Well, I think for that way you need batteries that don't weigh hundreds of pounds. Well, there's some states that have, I guess, tried to pass legislation, or have passed legislation, like saying something about no gas-powered vehicles after 2035 or something. Yeah, we're 12 years away from that. There's a whole lot of charging infrastructure needs to be put in place. Gilder Cat, you need to not eat at your desk. Right? That's what you do. But, yeah, you know, it's... Maybe I need a way to hold out and buy one of the last remaining gas vehicles. Pleasant View Farms, I'll fast truck any day of the week. Farming's my chill, man. We're gonna slow farm as much as we can. We'll drive full throttle. That'd be interesting. Recaptured carbon. Well, yeah. And to use your analogy about horse people, it's a bit cart for the horse, in my opinion. The infrastructure's not there yet. And of course, 2035 is 12 years away. Where were we 12 years ago? Right, in 2011 versus 2023, but still, the infrastructure is just not there yet to support millions, I don't know, maybe, yeah, millions of electric vehicles on the road on a daily basis, needing to recharge on a daily basis. I mean, look, you got California that had led the way with the whole by 2035, right? No gas powered vehicles for sale. And then like the same week, they're telling people with electric vehicles, please refrain from charging your electric vehicles because we need the power grid because of our heat wave. Well, you can't have it both ways. Where am I even at? You can't have it both ways. You need the infrastructure to be there. You need to be able to charge the vehicles for which you are selling, right? You need to be able to support that large electrical load that you're now forcing onto the grid. You're still going to need to have some way of supporting people who are traveling into your state for that don't have e-vehicles. Well, Mr. Gene, you can make gas prices $20 a gallon right now. The infrastructure's not there to support electric charging vehicles. It's not there. Nobody wants to talk about the environmental problems with manufacturing these batteries. The environmental problems of disposing spent batteries that can no longer hold a charge. But yeah, Dino Juice won't hold out forever. Nope, it won't. There needs to be alternate power sources. Yep, there does. Maybe by 2035 we'll have that infrastructure in place. I don't know, Mr. Junior. I wasn't around when the before there were interstate highways to know what the naysayers were saying. But I mean, overall, logistics of feeding one's horse. Would also come into play here with respect to range. But Sean, isn't the Prius a hybrid where it's doesn't the gas vehicle charge the battery? I mean, you could do your feet. These boots were made for walking. Right? Oh, we wouldn't be back in that day, right? Were you really going 700 miles away from your house? Technology has allowed us to expand on. Well, I would say that one's faith in government is sorely exaggerated. But we'll see. David, what is up? What is up? And we are magically nearly done, son. Oops. But we still haven't needed to refuel this thing. Let's jump in the truck. See how much money we make. And then we'll be closing it out for the night. It is just after 10 o'clock. We try to run 2 hours on these live streams. Tomorrow we'll be running a members only live stream as we run our Mayhem Crew ACC League. We are at Suzuka Speedway, Suzuka Motorsport Park, whatever they call it. And then tomorrow night we will be in American Truck Sim with the Mayhem Crew, driving around. I'm going to try to figure up a nice 100-year anniversary Kenworth W900. My understanding is they released that in ATS. I haven't booted ATS to verify. Oh, time is relative, Scooter. Time is relative. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Every day of the week. All the time. Even if it's 10:04, it's still somehow magically 5 o'clock somewhere. We'll just forget the minutes. Now, I was looking through the blog post today to see, I'm like, is it out? It sounds like it's out. I've seen ATS have a few Steam updates, so maybe it's out, but I have to fire it up tomorrow. So those of you who are members of the channel, be on the lookout for a members-only stream around 2 p.m. Eastern time for our ACC League race. And then everyone else will be streaming at 8 p.m. Eastern, like always, in Sunday night convoy night with the Mayhem Crew. We'll be back, hopefully streaming Farm Sim on Monday night, if all goes well, and assuming Giants doesn't go and release more maps on the Mud Hub. That's my thought too, Will, but again, with the government, I'll believe it when I see it, or when it actually happens. So, $9,900, right around $10,000 on top of $17,000. Well, that's it, GoldenEye, right? I think it passed one, but did it really pass the other? Or did they move on to something else and just completely drop it? I don't know. All I know is I think this might be the last time we spring forward. Unless the government does what the government's known to do, and that is do nothing at all. Then we'll be changing time, and they'll go back and complain about it in the fall. Well, thank you all for coming out and watching. Once again, thank you to all the farm hands, farm bosses, and farm barons, as well as the farm kings, being members of the channel. If you're not a member of the channel and you're interested in supporting the channel in one additional way with a small monthly monetary contribution, check the join button down in below the video. I believe I saw an update where those on Android can now see the join button. But sadly, those on iPhone are still stuck having to look at it on the on a PC. Until next time, happy farming.